Hello, everyone, and welcome to the movie Hangout. Well, it's that time of year again, SAG season, and I received one of my SAG screeners in the mail for the independent movie Tonya, starring Margot Robbie, Sebastian Stan, and Allison Janney. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't know really anything about Tonya Harding other than, she apparently had her husband at the time pay a guy to club Nancy Kerrigan in the shins or in the knee with a lead pipe. But it was really interesting. It gave like a background about her life, growing up as a kid, her abusive childhood she had with her mother, just kind of how cruel her mother was, the broken home life that she experienced as a child, her abusive relationship, her with her first husband, and just constantly battling against authority figures throughout her life. All the judges during her ice skating competitions, constantly giving her low scores because she didn't quite measure up to the pretty girl, graceful look that they were looking for, and it showed that Nancy Kerrigan was more of that kind of Snow White look that they wanted, and Tonya Harding was more of a little aggressive Spitfire. And you come away watching this movie really not liking Tonya Harding so much, but you still are rooting for her because you're just like, damn, this is a woman that wanted a goal. She wanted to achieve a goal, and damn it, she was going to make it happen regardless if the whole world was against her. And what I didn't know was that she was the first person or first American to ever land a triple axel. Not that I'm, really even know what that is, but I just know they show in the movie the skating, and it looks extremely difficult, and it's pretty cool when you see her land it. And I have to say that the filmmaking in this was pretty spot on. The cinematography during the skating sequences was fantastic, and I thought that they flawlessly um, were able to put Margot Robbie in these skating scenes. And I don't know what they did, if they had like a double, and then they CGI'd her face on someone, or she did like just the close up shots, or what, but it really looks like she's skating throughout the whole movie. And, it I didn't notice anything distracting as far as like poor CGI, or an obvious double that doesn't look anything like Margot Robbie. I didn't notice anything like that. So that was really nice to see. Um, the acting in it as well is fantastic. It was really surprising to see the type of range that Margot Robbie has. She's definitely not the stereotypical gorgeous blonde movie star. She's a legit, dynamic, well-ranged actress, and this movie perfectly displayed her ability and her dedication to her craft. And I think a lot of people are going to see it and be surprised. Um, and the actress that played her mother, Allison Janney, she was fantastic in this. So cold-hearted, so cruel. You never really know if she loves her daughter or she hates her daughter. Is she looking out for the best interest of Tanya, or is she just using her for financial gain? You never really know, and you go back and forth, and um, I thought that Allison Janney did a fantastic job of just towing that line throughout the movie. And she would give these just vacant stares at Tanya, and there would just be so much behind her eyes. You could just see the wheels turning, and you just are just wondering, what is she going to do next? Is she doing this to motivate her daughter through negativity, which some coaches do, or is she just doing this to just be nasty to her daughter. You know, it's really interesting. Um, as to how much of this is actually true, I have no idea because basically this movie is comprised of the recorded transcripts from Tonya Harding, her husband, her mother, the guys that were paid to carry out the act. So you don't know who's telling the truth, who's lying. And this movie um, really does a good job of kind of like being honest and breaking the fourth wall and just showing you like, look, she said this happened, but he said this happened, so we don't know. But you have a lot of fun watching and wondering. So I would say out of out of 10 lead pipes to the shins, I would give this probably a 7.5 because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend this to anybody. The only thing I would say about it is with the editing. This movie is about 2 hours long, and I felt that it could have been about a good 15 to 25 minutes shorter. Other than that, fantastic. I enjoyed the whole thing. I never thought I would be entertained by a movie that's about skating, but it was really cool, and I would definitely check it out. Well, everyone, thanks for listening to my review of I, Tonya. If you want to hear more reviews in the future or you want to watch original content, click subscribe.